Hello everybody and welcome to day 4. Wow, you're moving through them really well. So day 4 is all about another energy tool, and it's another really important energy tool called cutting your ties, where we work with the blue flame or the blue ray. Okay, so blue, again, everything has its own frequency, it has its own flame, its own purpose in its energy. And so this is about Archangel Michael. It's about protection. It's about raising the frequencies to the will of God, to the highest point of self, the monad, the I Am Presence, and beyond, okay, to the great central sun. So the important thing about this in the energetic sense is that as beings of light and sound that we're learning, and we will continue to learn, energy is just constantly in motion. Energy can never be destroyed. It is there and present. It can never die. That's why memories and ancient energies and old thoughts and traits and family patterns remain in our fields, in our cells, until we consciously wake up and we choose to shift that, to transform or transmute. And that is what our violet flame is for. Okay, so we've done that. So we've anchored ourselves, we're looking after our energies. Well, the next phase to looking after us is once we get that beautiful field where we're high and we've raised our frequencies, we're constantly under bombardment of other people's energies, because we have this huge auric field. It's, the old measures up to 20 feet or whatever that is. 2-3 meters, I'm not quite sure, to be honest, but think big. So you can imagine how many people you're merging through and moving through all these fields in every moment, be it family, friends, work, and beyond. Supermarkets, okay, we're constantly moving near people. In a supermarket line, we are in someone else's field and they're behind us. We're just this big enmeshment of energy. So in that exchange, energy is moving all the time. And if we're a beacon of light without knowing it, people are taking our energy and they can be dumping theirs. So a great way of realizing this exchange is, I'm sure many of you have, I have, is that if you're feeling really good one day, and you might go to work or you're with whoever, okay, but you're feeling good, you know you're good, your energies are up, things are moving, you're happy, it's been a great morning. Then someone comes to you they're not coming in conscious knowing, they're coming just to say, oh, great, can I just tell you this? Is it all right if I speak to you? Or they just sit down and they start telling you their story, or they start dumping stuff on you, and you're there, you're being kind and gracious, you're listening, but it's like, oh, and it could be anything from this to wow, heavy duty dump. And you're thinking, oh, and you're taking it on and you're taking it on. And then at the end of the exchange or the conversation of energy, they get up and say, I've got to go now. Look, thank you so much for listening. They walk out feeling really good, and you might be left there going, oh, what happened? I feel dreadful. This is simply the movement of energy, okay? Exchange between fields. So when we start to understand our energy, we can realize that, again, how important it is to be responsible to us first. The more we get to know our field of energy and how we can raise it and how that feels for us, and we start to really trust in that again and recognize, wow, okay, I know I've done my work and this is how I feel, and I feel good, I feel clear, I feel light. We know then if something else is coming into our field, and it could be a hit. And I know how many times I've said, gosh, I've been good, and thought, wow, I feel like I've just been hit with a knife or a sledgehammer or something. Trust the thoughts you have or the words you say, because they're the link into your energy field. And yes, it can be a dagger, it can be a knife, because again, people are working on so many levels. They're not consciously, some are, some consciously may be sending you stuff that, you may have triggered them and they're thinking about you and judging you. You receive it. Or it's happening on the subliminal, subconscious, unconscious levels that, again, things just happen and you don't recognize. But we have to start with what we know, and then we can graduate back into the unknown layers within us. So this tool is all about how we take that ownership for self, and we are responsible not only for the energy we send out. Now, we're the same. We may be sending judging energy, nasty energy, thoughts that we think, oh, that's not going to make an impact because I haven't said anything or done anything, I'm just thinking it. All energy reaches the target. It's true. So you can't hide from anything. And to shift that, we have to own it. We have to bring it back, cancel it out with the violet flame, pull it back from the etheric field, back from the universe, own that energy and say we cancel it now forever across all the timelines of consciousness. Equally, part of this journey is when we cut ties with others and we hand them back their energy, which is very important. We're not saying I'm cutting you out of my life, I'm letting you go, or I don't like you anymore, or I just don't want you in my world anymore. That's not what this is about, and many people get fearful about this. You are never ever changing your love between people. You are never taking people out of your world unless you choose. But you are saying, I'm handing you back your energies because your energies are yours and they're not mine. And I have enough to look after here and work with and deal with. And for you to evolve and grow, because you're a grand soul too, I'm starting to learn, that for you to really heal or shift or change, you must own yours too. Now, they may not get that, and that's fine, but it's up to us to look after us on this journey. So I'm going to take you through the process now of how to do that, and it is working with Archangel Michael. And as I said, it's with the blue flame. So if you can just get, again, comfortable in your space, and it's a specific way to do this that I choose, that Michael passes through, and how to do this, and that's what I align to. And you can adapt anything as usual. You can change it up, it's yours. Do however you want that feels right for you. But I'm just going to give you how I do it. So again, get into your space, be comfortable, just breathe in. Use your violet just to clear everything off, just even this conversation. And settle in and ask your higher self, if that feels right to you, to just lead the way and to show you and guide you. Take charge. And call to beloved Archangel Michael now and say, I welcome you. Work with me, please, at the highest level according to my plan, my soul's plan. And I want you to just breathe in your violet. Get into that violet space again, so you're clearing off all your field and you're releasing lots that you don't even know about. And then the next thing I want you to see or visualize is that there's a big blue circle of fire or light that you are standing in the center of. And again, it's quite large around you. Just get to see that first. And then coming before you will be another circle of blue, exactly the same, but not to touch yours. They are not touching, but they're almost like a figure of 8, but separate. Now, in that circle will come the thought or the name or the vision of somebody that will appear or you'll feel present now. And if you see them, they'll be in the center of their circle. Again, watch your judgment, watch surprises, watch the ego part here. Just see it as neutral as you can. And now I would like you to say, in your mind or out loud, it's up to you. Call this person by name. Don't doubt yourself. That'll be ego trying to stop this process. Go with your first gut instinct always. Call them by name and say, with my love and my light, I am now handing you back your energies, and I am also taking back mine. I am now cutting you loose and setting me free on the ancient, the past, the present, the future, and across all timelines of consciousness now. And into your left hand, you may see Michael, or you may just see you are now holding a sword of blue firelight or a laser light. And now you see or feel or know between you and this person, there are cords, there are cobwebs, some are thick, some are thin, there might be really tight places, they might be loose, they might be down the bottom, up the top, right, all throughout. Again, it's yours. And with your sword, you now start to cut through, and some can be really tricky, some can be like tree trunks. I've had to get Michael into hacksaw with me, I've had to bring in chainsaws. Trust. You can ask him to help. but you cut, 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 cut all the way through. Some of these might try to reestablish again. Be vigilant, keep cutting. And when it's clear, that circle or person or thought will disappear. They'll be gone. Some might be very, very difficult to move, and you might feel that. But again, keep active with it, keep working, because again, the harder it is, the longer and the more karma you have with this soul, the more tied you are. So keep cutting, and as I said, when released, let go. And then I want you to bring up the violet flame again. Picture it, there it is all around you, clearing off all the things you can't see of energy. And if you see any cords in your body left, like hooks, pull them out and just send them into the violet. And if you see any cords that are extending out from you, just hanging out in the ether that you've sent, just bring them back into your body, into the corresponding chakra. They'll come back like hockey straps. Just bring them all home and send back that which isn't yours. And with that flame, you're clearing again, freeing the space, and then go again. And there may be another circle that appears before you. And we'll do it one more time. So let the person come in, the soul. They're just playing a role. Again, call them by name. With my love and my light, I am handing you back your energies. Your energies are yours, and I am calling home mine. I am now cutting you loose and setting me free from the ancient, the past, the present, the future, and across all timelines of consciousness now. And again, the cords, the cobwebs, the ropes, tree trunks, roots, go. Cut. Clear. Pull back all your cords sticking out, let go any hooks that are yours, free them all, clear it all. See the circle disappear, then reboot the violet flame. And know that you have cleared now. And then just come back to me in this space. And you might feel a bit different, you might feel a bit weird at times. Some people have a bit of a loss almost, because we can be playing these games for so long. But again, this is the power of energy. When we adjust the energy, it adjusts the frequencies in that what we've usually felt like. So we might feel a little different, and it's okay. Watch your fears that you may be putting into this, because again, you'll just recreate the chords. And again, practice makes perfect. Now, truthfully, cord cutting, this is my symbol, scissors. I can't tell you how many times through the day it's in my mind, I'm just cutting. I can be talking to someone, just having a routine conversation like this, and they can be talking at me, and I'm cutting energies and handing it back with love and grace when I know this isn't serving me, this is not making me feel good, and I'm just very present with them, loving them, but I'm just cutting the energies free so that I keep myself in a nice space of energy, because that's what I need to do for my work. So you get used to it. As you know your energy, you start to play with it more. But this is important, and I'm not kidding, to do with your family, children, spouses, partners, parents, cousins, friends, relatives, work colleagues, anybody. Because again, we might think, oh no, I couldn't do it to my children. Yes, you can. And especially as they get up, kids will hand you stuff, they'll yell at you or whatever. If there's stuff going on and there's arguments, this is exactly the time to be cutting cords. Because again, then we don't have the enmeshment of energies that everyone's all blah and tangled within. One person is freeing the space, and if you're violet flame in the house, then you're raising the energies for everybody. And as a mother, and for those that are mothers, or if you're caretaking children, there is no greater gift than what we're doing now of teaching our children now at an early age about their energies and how to work with them. And I did this with my kids. I've got 3, and I used to use for the kids a blue ball of light, that if they said something nasty to me, then I would say, here's your energy. This is the nasty comments that you made, and I need to hand that back to you now because you need to own them and you need to work with that and just release them and love them and let them go. But it's not my energy. That wasn't nice or fair. That wasn't very loving. So I need to give that back to you. And I remember my eldest, I started this with, we had this ping pong two-throw match. This ball was going backwards and forwards because she said straight away, I don't want it, and she threw it back at me, and I said, well, it's not mine, honey, it's yours. And I'd hand it back. I don't want it. Boom. And again, a child from the smallest age, they can start to work things out. They have developed a sense of ego, so they're old souls as well, and so on some level they know. But ultimately she took the ball of energy in a huff and walked off. But she took it in her way, she dealt with it, and after that she came back to me and she said, Mum, I'm sorry. And the same thing, I have had to do the same. And in this journey, it's about recognizing where we have displaced our energy in not so love, and we must bring that home, balance it, forgive us, ask for forgiveness if need be. But this journey of cutting cords and the release keeps freeing us and freeing us and freeing us and raising our vibrations the whole time. So practice with that, have a bit of a turn. This is just an introduction, and as I've said in other sessions and little videos, we'll have the opportunity to talk, to work with it in sessions, however we do that. Don't hesitate to send any questions. The key is practice, practice, practice. Yeah, you know, it's amazing, as I said, by the end of this 7 weeks, well, it could be 7 weeks, 7-day challenge, you're going to feel so different if you really apply the tools that I'm offering you. You know, these are universal tools. Okay, so have a read on the internet too. Other people do it differently. It doesn't matter. It's intention. But this is a really, really high, very, very good way to clear your energies and cut the ties. So with love and grace, I will talk to you tomorrow, but have a great day and happy snipping. Talk soon. Bye.